walk into your office, your colleague says, "Hey, how was your weekend?"
And you say, good, fine, nice.
That's it. Conversation over.
But inside your head, you had so much more to say.
Sound familiar?
Office English is something we use every single day, but nobody teaches us how to actually do it.
Not just grammar, real conversations, real situations, real offices.
Today, we fix that.
Welcome to English Booster. I'm Alex.
And I'm Emily. Today, we walk through a full day at the office in real English.
From the moment you arrive to the moment you leave.
Please subscribe and hit the like button before we start. It really helps this channel grow.
Okay, let's get to work. Arriving at office. Emily, it's Monday morning. You've just walked in. What do you say?
I see my colleague at the door. Morning, how was your weekend?
Simple opener. Works every time.
She says, really good. We went to my cousin's place. How about you?
And you say,
Pretty quiet weekend for me. Just rested. Needed it after last week.
natural, relaxed. That's office small talk done right.
Now you try. Alex, your colleague asks, hey, good weekend?
Not bad at all. Hit the gym Saturday, stayed home Sunday. Felt good to just switch off.
Perfect. Small talk is important. It builds real relationships at work.
Even 2 or 3 sentences makes a big difference.
Now you're at your desk. Your colleague leans over. Did you see the manager's email last night?
If you saw it, yes, saw it. We need to talk about that actually.
If you didn't, no, haven't checked yet. What did it say?
Short, honest, keeps the conversation going.
What you should not say, I am deeply apologetic, but I was unfortunately unable to review my electronic correspondence.
Nobody talks like that.
Nobody. Ever.
Now, let's talk about something very important, asking for help at work.
A lot of people struggle with this. They don't want to look incompetent.
But asking for help is actually a sign of professionalism. It means you want to do the job correctly.
Alex, you're stuck on a report. You go to your colleague. What do you say?
Hey, do you have 2 minutes? I'm a bit stuck on something.
Perfect. 2 minutes signals it won't take long.
Colleague says, sure, what's up?
I'm trying to find the updated sales data for last quarter. Do you know where it is?
Specific, clear, easy to help.
Colleague says, oh yes, it's in the shared folder. I'll send you the link.
And you say, that would be great, really appreciate it.
Simple gratitude. Always important.
What if your colleague is busy?
They say, I'm a bit tied up right now. Can I come to you in an hour?
You say, of course, no rush. Whenever you're free is fine.
No pressure, no problem, professional and friendly.
It's 10 o'clock, team meeting time. This is where many English learners go completely quiet.
They understand everything, but when it's time to speak up, silence.
So let's practice exactly what to say.
Manager says, can someone give us a quick update on the project?
You say, sure, we're about 70% done with the first phase, mostly on track, but we've hit a small delay in testing.
Positive first, then the problem. That's good professional communication.
Manager asks, how long is the delay?
About 2 to 3 days. We should be back on schedule by end of this week.
Specific, confident, clear.
Now, what if you disagree with something someone said?
Don't say, no, that's wrong.
Instead, say, that's a good point. I just want to add a slightly different perspective if that's okay.
Polite disagreement, very professional.
And if you want to agree, totally agree. That makes a lot of sense.
What about asking a question?
Sorry, can you clarify what you meant by that?
Asking for clarification is completely normal. Never sit in silence if you didn't understand.
Better to ask than to do the wrong thing later.
Lunchtime, break room. You're heating your food. Colleague walks in. Ooh, that smells amazing. What is it?
Leftover pasta from last night. My own recipe, actually.
You cook? I can barely make toast.
Ha! Honestly, it took me ages to learn. I used to burn everything.
And now you have a full conversation going about food, about real life.
These casual conversations are just as important as work conversations.
They build real friendships at work.
What if someone asks, want to grab lunch together?
If yes, sure, where were you thinking?
If you're busy, I wish I could, but I've got a deadline. Maybe tomorrow?
Always offer an alternative. Don't just say no.
It shows you want to connect, just not right now.
Handling a mistake. Now, let's talk about something nobody wants but always happens, making a mistake at work.
Wrong email, missed deadline, incorrect data in a report.
What do you say?
First, own it. Don't make excuses.
Go to your manager and say, I need to flag something. I made an error in the report I sent earlier. The figures on page 3 are incorrect.
Clear, direct, no drama.
Manager says, how serious is it?
The numbers were off by about 10%. I've already corrected it. I'll resend within 30 minutes.
You found the problem, you fixed it, you communicated it. That's professional.
What you should not say, it wasn't really my fault because the data I was given.
Stop. Take responsibility first. Always.
And when a colleague makes a mistake, how do you support them?
Simply say, hey, don't stress. These things happen. How can I help?
Short, supportive. That kind of response builds real trust with your team.
Let's stop and look at the key office phrases we used today.
Starting conversations. How was your weekend? Do you have 2 minutes? Got a second?
Agreeing in meetings. Totally agree. That's a valid point. Can I add something here?
Polite disagreement. I see where you're coming from, but just a slightly different perspective.
Managing workload. I'll get that to you by end of day. Can we push that to tomorrow? I'm a bit tied up right now.
Handling problems. I need to flag something. I'll sort that out right away. Sorry about the confusion.
These phrases work in every office, every day, with every colleague.
They are not complex, but they sound confident and professional.
That's the goal. Not perfect English, confident English.
Quick practice round. I'll give you a situation. Respond naturally. Ready?
Ready.
Your manager asks, can you handle the client call this afternoon? I'm stuck in a meeting.
Of course. Can you send me the client details and what we need to cover?
Confident and prepared. My turn. Emily, I say to you, I think there's an error in the budget sheet you shared.
Go ahead.
Oh, really? Let me pull it up right now. Can you point me to which section?
Calm, collaborative, no defensiveness. Perfect.
Now, viewers, your turn. Say this out loud. Your colleague asks, are you free for a quick call at 3?
Pause and say your answer right now.
Yes, 3 works for me. Or, I have a meeting at 3. Can we do 3:30 instead?
Both perfect. Short, natural, professional.
Let's quickly recap what we covered today.
Morning small talk. Warm, friendly, 2 or 3 sentences.
Asking for help. Do you have 2 minutes? I'm a bit stuck.
Meeting English. Agree, disagree, and ask questions politely.
Lunch conversations. Casual, real, relationship building.
Handling mistakes. Direct, clean, solution-focused.
Office English is not about being perfect. It's about being clear, confident, and human.
The people who communicate well at work are not the ones with the best grammar.
They're the ones who speak up, stay calm, and keep things simple.
And now you have the exact phrases to do exactly that.
Here is your challenge. Think of one office situation you find difficult in English.
Write it in the comments below. Then write what you would say using today's phrases.
We read every single comment, so don't be shy.
In our next episode, Real English Conversations at the Airport.
Check-in, security, boarding, delays, every situation in real, natural English.
Subscribe so you don't miss it.
Thank you so much for learning with us today on English Booster.
You showed up. You practiced. That's already more than most people do.
Keep going, one episode at a time.
See you in the next one.
Bye for now, and have a great day at work tomorrow.